Swinney. These are the faces dominating college football. Behind the scenes, it's the new kids on the block who are dominating recruiting, the creative media geniuses who are changing the game. And if you think that one of those worlds are any less competitive than the other, you would be incorrect.
It's been interesting to see that now it's no longer just coaches who are starting to get sought after as much. It's the people behind the scenes.
No, really. Ohio State and Texas got into a recruiting battle over one man's creative services, and the Buckeyes went after two members on Clemson's media staff in 2016. This is Carl Schmid, the assistant director of football video for the University of Cincinnati. His staff of roughly 7 people compete with the big boys like Clemson, who have a staff of 30 plus. Trenches.com ranked UC 17th in the country for their graphic designs on National Signing Day.
What took the longest this year was actually making sure that their uniforms, helmets, everything even down to the skin color, making sure that all of that was accurate. Because if it's not, somebody's going to notice.
You bet they will, and that includes, but not limited to, trash talking.
I believe Michigan called out Rutgers for a graphic, I know those two had virtually identical graphics, and it kind of got into a Twitter spat.
On National Signing Day this year, UC garnered 1.1 million impressions on Twitter. On a normal day, Carl estimates they finish at about 25,000. First-year Bearcats head coach Luke Fickell knows the value of creative media departments in today's recruiting process, spending the majority of his coaching career at Ohio State, a school that increased their creative budget by $100,000.
There's so many things going on, and there's so many things out there that if you're not being creative and you're not getting in front of them, you're going to fall behind.
For star recruits like 4-star recruit LaSalle defensive back and future Bearcat Jarrell White, the personalized images and edits not only wind up as their Twitter or phone backgrounds, but often get shared in group messages.
We all just compete with each other and see who has the best highlight videos or the best edits.
I have some people on my team that probably never really had any interest in the school, and they send them something that's sweet. And they'll be like, wow, well, this is awesome. Maybe I should start talking to them.
It probably opens a lot of doors. But when you get to look in the university, you gotta set that aside.
Not every school does it, not every school does it well, but when schools frequently do it and they do it well, it pops out to you and it shows you that they're kind of showing you the love. You are a priority to them.
The Gucci Mane, Migos, and Ricky Bobby edits were a nice touch for St. Xavier's senior lineman Matt Bockhorst, who's headed to Clemson. But they certainly weren't deciding factors. You'd think a school like Clemson, who just won a national championship, could sell itself. But the Tigers, who are leading the charge in creative media, send 3 to 4 edits per week to Bockhorst. And many schools utilize Twitter direct message.
That is what the recruits see. They're on Twitter, they're on Instagram, and they may not be checking the mail every day or opening all of the mail, but when you DM them something, at least they're going to click on it to get the notification to go away.
Those are the things that start it, but the reality is they understand once they get there that it's going to be about what's real.
Fickell says recruiting hasn't changed, that it's still about building relationships. The big difference now, though, building a trust with a lot more creative departments sliding into DMs. Allie Cohen, Local 12 Sports.
Thanks, Allie.